What is up, car addicts? So this is a topic I've been getting a lot of questions about, especially since the manufacturer Hex Color series I started, and that's how to get custom Hex colors for your cars in GTA 5 Online. I know a large portion of the community already knows how to do this, but there are a lot of players who still don't know or are having a lot of issues getting custom Hex colors on their cars in GTA. So in this video, I'm going to explain how to exactly save these custom crew Hex colors. So starting off, you will need a computer for this, a PC, laptop, whatever, and it is preferred if you are using Google Chrome. Next, you will need to navigate over to the Rockstar Social Club website and log into your account where your GTA 5 Online account is linked. If you don't already have a Social Club account, you will need to create one and link your Xbox, PlayStation, or Steam account to it in the Settings tab. Next, you will need to create a crew if you don't already have one. The name and logo doesn't really matter. I personally have one called DCA Colors that I use specifically for just messing around with custom Hex colors. So once you have your crew, then you're going to select the three dots at the right here and then select Edit Crew. Then you will see where it says Crew Color with a Hex and a box with a sample color. Now, before I explain the next part, I want to show you guys how broken and restrictive this color slider is for a lot of the colors. This is the whole reason I'm making this video. So if we grab a Hex color here from our community Hex sheet, let's say Dodge Octane Red for example, and we type it in, as soon as we click off the box or save it, you'll see that it forcibly changes the Hex color to something else, a different shade of red, which is not what we want. So in this case, what we want to do is hover over the colored box with our mouse and then right click it and select Inspect. This is going to pull up the behind the scenes website code, and a couple lines down from the selected text here, you're going to want to look for where it says an orange crew color hidden, and you'll see the value Hex right there. Then you're going to want to double click it and paste in the Hex color that you want. Make sure there are no spaces. That's a common mistake I see. And then you're going to want to hit enter. Then go ahead and move your mouse back over to the main website screen, scroll down and select the yellow Save Crew button. But you might notice that sometimes it will say the crew color is not supported. It won't let you save it. So how do we get around this? Very simple. You will need to add what's called a hex encode to it. What is a hex encode? It's simply two letters that you add to the end of your hex code. Usually it's two A's or two F's. And in our community hex color spreadsheet, we do specify which one depending on the color. So in the case of this Octane Red color here, the hex encode we want to use is two A's. We're going to go back to the hidden crew color value code and then add the two A's to our Hex color, hit enter, and then go ahead and save it, and you'll see that it now actually says saved. Then go ahead and refresh the page, and you'll know if it worked when you see the gray checkerboard in the color box. It's that simple. And of course, make sure that you set that crew as your active crew if you haven't already. Now, some things to note here that are important. If you have GTA open while you're changing the crew color, it will not update the crew color until you fully close the application. Story mode does not count. So you need to fully close the application. So if you're playing GTA Online and then decide to change your crew color, you're going to want to close the app, then save your new crew color, and then start the game up again. Then once in game, go ahead and navigate over to any custom shop and apply your crew color in the respray category. Then optionally, if you want to add a pearlescent to it, you can go to the pearlescent category and apply any pearlescent you want on it. Now unfortunately, there's no way to do a custom colored pearlescent without mods, so you're going to have to rely on the in-game color pearlescent options. In the case of this Octane Red color, we're going to be using a candy red pearlescent, and you can see how much it really transforms this color here. Now, for those of you that are worried about losing the color if you change crews or change the crew color, you don't have to worry. This is not like the crew emblem, which does change and gets removed from your cars. Once you apply a crew color to your car, it will stay on the car no matter what you change with your crews afterwards. But obviously, if you accidentally remove the color in the respray category later on, you will lose it, and then you're going to need to save the color all over again. Now lastly, this next thing I want to mention here is a bit more complex for those of you who have modded texture colors like metals, epsilon, chrome, gold, etc. The way you save one of these custom crew hex colors on top without losing your modded texture is by saving the crew color on your secondary color. It actually somehow glitches and saves it as your primary color without losing your modded texture, which is very convenient. So I'm not exactly sure why it does that, but hey, it works. So if you want a crew color with a modded texture, you will need to find a friend that has a car with the modded texture you like, then just simply purchase the car from your friend in the LS car meet. This is all legitimate. Then go ahead and save your custom crew color to your secondary color, and boom, now you have a modded texture with a custom crew color hex on top. So the possibilities are endless with this and all legit without any mods or glitches. So yeah, that's pretty much it. If you guys have any questions, definitely let me know down below in the comments. I know this is a bit of a pain having to use a computer and close your game every time you want to put a custom crew color on your car, but I think the results of these custom colors are definitely worth it. It makes all the difference in allowing you to really transform the color palette of your collection with some really unique colors. Hopefully in GTA 6 they have an easier in-game system with a color slider and or the possibility of inserting hex colors. That would be much more convenient, but you gotta remember that at the end of the day, GTA 5 was originally a 2013 game, so the fact that there's even a way to make custom colors without requiring any mods I think is very cool. But yeah, thanks again for watching guys, hope this was helpful, and I'll see you in the next one.